I applied to work part-time at Target, and I had to answer 200 questions about my personal ethics. And it's really a quiz to weed out, I think, the stupidest people alive, is really what it is, because it's questions like, which of these more perfectly describes you? I'm not a person to whom time is an important factor in my life. Or, I like to be on time for work. That's the caliber of question. The worst is they do have multiple choice, and there's one, and it was, when is it okay to steal money from the cash register? A, it's never okay to steal money from the cash register. B, when you only take a little bit of money. C, when you really need the money. Or D, if I ever saw one of my fellow employees stealing money from the Target Corporation, not only would I kill them, but I would hunt down their entire family and murder them in cold blood. My life belongs to the Target Corporation. And you can choose that one, and they'll still consider other applicants and not move forward with you. It's the worst. I am single. I'm not on any dating apps at the moment, and part of that is because I noticed a pattern on the ones that I was using, and that was a lot of women wanting to date cowboys. A lot of women would have something in their profile about really wanting to date a cowboy. And despite having grown up in Kentucky and knowing that we have no connection to the Old West, and no connection to cowboy culture in any way, I understand the principles of supply and demand. So I bought a cowboy hat and put it on for some photos, and it worked. I got a lot of interest, a lot of matches, a lot of dates. And the issue arose because I did not realize that all of these women also knew that. They knew that I wouldn't be a real cowboy. They were just looking for somebody who liked country music and playing dress up. That was all they were looking for. And I was making these women a little uncomfortable by pretending I was a cowboy. And a woman messaged me, hey, what are you doing tonight? And I said, well, me and Shifty Jim followed some rustlers down to the canyon. I think they're the ones what stole his pa's herd. Though there's a gunslinger in a black hat I don't like the look of very much. She said, what? And I said, son of a bitch just shot Shifty Jim. He left me alive with a laugh on his lips. And despite my relative inexperience with firearms, I'm out for revenge. We're married now? I'm just kidding. She never replied. She never sent me anything. I don't think it was because she lost interest, though. I think she just understood, killing somebody in a duel at high noon, that changes a man. I got the law after me. I got to ride towards the next sunset. I can't get tied down. I'm just messing around. I've never killed anybody. I don't think I could. But there is a male loneliness epidemic. I don't know if you guys know about that. You guys heard about it? A lot of men are very lonely, and they've been going on the internet and talking to each other about it. And it hasn't occurred to any of them to be friends with each other. Like they just get on it, they're like, I'm really upset that I'm lonely. And none of them have said, hey, what if we all went bowling? And it's because they don't really want friends. What they want are like wives. And very specifically, they want like 1950s style wives. And they don't have them. And their solution of how to get them is to be meaner to women. Is to start treating women worse. And they give the same advice to each other, and it's always the same sort of alpha dude kind of thing of like, listen, you need to be the king in your relationships. If you get married, you need to be the king in your marriage. And that sounds exhausting to me. I don't like making decisions for myself. The idea that I would make decisions for another adult, that I don't want to do that. If I get married, my wife can be the queen in our marriage. And I will happily be the evil vizier who accrues power in the shadows. Like everything she gets, she can get that with the divine will of heaven. Okay, that's fine. Everything I get that I want I want to earn through years of machinations that have laid undetected. You've met like yes dear kind of husbands. I want to be a yes my liege kind of husband. Happy wife, happy life? No. Happy queen, devious schemes. Eventually, in this very healthy marriage that I'm describing, she would want to check in, I think. She would want to see how we were doing. That's what you do with your partner. She would, ask me, hey, is our marriage okay? And I would say, yeah, man, good. But there are whispers of a rebellion in the north to support a rival claimant to the throne who goes to my gym and touches my arm sometimes. And though we've never had a conversation that lasted longer than 30 seconds, I'm pretty sure she would be a lot cooler about the way I load the dishwasher. But as I said, these are only whispers. Are you guys ready to start the show?